Okay, hi. So today we're working with Queen of the Pack. I wore my special hat. So I'm going to invite you to drop in to sacred space with me, and we're going to call in all the loving, healing, compassionate spirits. All right. So let us open directions together before we begin to work. All right. So we're bringing our attention to the east first, where the sun rises and the new day starts. So let us thank the spirits of the east for their support and love as we work together today. And feel the blessings coming to you from the east. Just receive them. Putting out that feeling of thanks and feeling the gratitude and love return. Bringing your attention to the south now, and the noonday sun and the warmth and the heat. Giving your thanks to the spirits of the south for their support and their love as we work together today. And feel that love return to you. Okay, strong in the south today. And bringing our attention to the west, the setting sun, and giving your love and thanks to the spirits of the west for their support and their love as we work today. Beautiful teachers in the west. It's so moving, I feel like crying. Okay. Now, thanking the spirits of the north for their love and their support as we work today. And thanking the spirits of the north. There is such a strong energy today. I feel very grateful, and it's making me cry, so I'm just going to share that with you. It's just, I'm feeling a lot of love pouring in, and it's always overwhelming when we feel love, from the spirits when they love us, and their message is love to the world. I'm kind of looking at the hat, and it's Queen of the Pack is really about love, and okay, I'm just going to continue. To the lower world, we're going to thank the power animals and beautiful wise ones who are here to support us. Thank you. Feel their love return. Okay. All right. And now the middle world spirits, the spirits of the place where you live, where you are right now. Thank them for their support and love as we work together today. Think of the elements as well. The sun, the wind, the earth, the waters. Thank them. For without them, we would really not have life. So, and thanking our upper world spirits, our upper world teachers, the beautiful allies who come to support us and shower us with blessings and grace. So let's just take a moment together to breathe. Let me dry my eyes. And feel that silence and peace. The image for the Queen of the Pack, as we've worked with her in the Mauve Band and the Colour Rays for many years, like in a pack of cards, the one side is a woman holding the scepter very tightly, and the cards are close to her chest, and she's frowning and looking quite miserable. And the flip side is a beautiful queen with roses around her, smiling, relaxed, and benevolent. And Queen of the Pack is asking us, this ray is asking us to look inside ourselves and feel how it is we are relating with other people, and the issues of power and how we hold our power and how we relate to others. So the Queen of the Pack, she is, to quote Jimi Hendrix, the world will be healed when the power of love overcomes the love of power. So, each one of us has to work with clearing the density inside. Each one of us has to work with the issues of how we hold our own power. How in certain moments, certain characters are sucked out of us, and to become more conscious and to become more aware of how we use our power. And you might find, we fall into different roles. You can fall into the victim role, or you can fall into the tyrant role. And you might find these happen in different areas of your life, where, for example, at work, in a highly charged situation, you might be very passive and be like a victim, but then at home, you might come home and like lord it over the house and be the tyrant over everyone else. We have these sub-personalities and aspects within ourselves. So the Queen of the Pack this week, vis-a-vis COVID and looking at what's going on in the world, this week we are working with these issues of power. And with working with the colors, as we transform ourselves, we then hold that frequency in the world. So what we're looking at is how to transform the energy inside of us. And then we'll start seeing it in the world. So, as within, so without, as above, so below. So working with the issues of power. So when we come to look at issues of power, I like to think about one of the things that Sandra Ingerman talks about in Medicine for the Earth. We look at creation versus manipulation, because each one of us has power. We all have our own power. And where you put your attention and energy in your life, even the thoughts you think, it's how you're using your power and your essence. So what do you choose to engage with? What do you choose to work through? What are you thinking about? Now I'm getting very hot, so I'm going to take off my Queen of the Pack crown. Queen of the Pack invites us to look at that and to be with those energies and see how they're impacting and affecting us and how we respond to things. And awareness, the colors are really about awareness and helping us to become more conscious of our own behaviors, our own subliminal programmings. And as we do that, it trickles out into the collective. So in the States right now, there's a lot going on with a reframe of what's happening with, there's some immigration issues, for example, and people are coming over the border and then they want to detain them, and then they're talking about separating the parents from the children. So under this administration, and that happened before, that children were separated from their parents and then sort of disappeared. And we're looking at how do people, okay, there's an issue there. For example, how do you hold power? How do you hold power in a benevolent, compassionate way, a loving way, a merciful way? How do we have mercy in these situations? And so when, a harmony has to be found. And so today I'm asking that the energy that collectively we raise as you watch this goes to help world leaders when they're making decisions, that they're making the most compassionate decisions that will affect and impact other people. So I'm going to invite you to do a little journey. These are just one of the Medicine for the Earth journeys, to ask your allies and teachers, and you can ask Queen of the Pack, to show you, in your life, where you're using the energy of creation. So how you're creating, as opposed to manipulation. So sometimes when we're frightened that we're not going to get what we need, we try to manipulate to get things. And when you really work with the Queen of the Pack compassion ray, you can relax and trust. I like this ray image as well because it's in a pack of cards. And none of us are, although we have social, we're separated now, or there's isolation happening between people. We are all part of a family, we're part of a community, we each have our cultures, we live in our certain countries. So we're part of like a pack of people, a pack, a society. So you can think about how you relate in your pack and where you place yourself in the order. And we're having a breakdown of order right now. I mean, we've often worked in that kind of pyramidal structure from the Piscean age. We're moving toward the Aquarian age as a species. We're evolving. And we find that, when people work in teams or packs, their survival is increased. We're changing, we're evolving, and that's part of the beauty of being in a circle like this and working in circles, is that we have community and we're sharing from that visionary place, and we're aligning ourselves with the highest. We're staying in our heart. We're not succumbing to the fear mongering that is going to bring us down. We're staying heart-centered. Maybe opening directions today, and it made me cry. I think they were just like cracking open that heart energy. Tears are good, shows you're feeling something, you're in your heart, just allowing that love. Yeah, they're coming, there's like a team, there's a team of beings that are working with us, and they're pouring so much love through. So it's like you just can tune in to, like, through the Queen of the Pack of love from the beyond, how the invisible eternal is wishing to bring through to this world love, and you can be the vessel of love. And when you tune into the Queen of the Pack ray, you're transforming the shadow inside, the fear part of us that's been programmed in through ancestors, through society conditioning, thoughts of scarcity and fear, and tuning into that collaborative, communal. I mean, think about the earth. Really, what do we need to survive? We need clean air, clean water, food. The earth, she provides. And when we respect her and treat her properly, everything we need can come to us. Everything we need. So we're going to do a little journey. We're going to be tuning into the Queen of the Pack, and you're going to ask her, show me the difference between creation and manipulation in my life. Show me when I'm using my energy for creation, and then observe that. And then show me what it's like when I'm trying to, using manipulation. And you might not even be aware that you're using manipulation. It could be just something you picked up in your childhood, that your family line, we survived. We come from a line of survivors, and thrivers, and people learned behaviors very unconsciously. So it's an opportunity to have something pointed out And you can just look at that. So what is the difference between, you know, creation and manipulation? Show me, and show me in my life how I'm doing it, and help me to kind of rise up. Okay, so we're going to do a little journey now. I'm going to rattle for you. So show me the difference between creation and manipulation, and give me a blessing and a healing around this. You know, teach me, show me what I need to know in my life so that I can be in tune with the power of love, so I can be the benevolent, use my benevolent energy lovingly, my leadership energy as a force for good in the world. You know, help me to understand better and show me what I need to know about that in my own behavior. And may the energy we generate together go out to the leaders in our communities who need it to learn love and be vessels of love. So make some notes for yourself. Come back and just write your impressions. Just going to hold a little silence here for you. Just going to rattle while you make some notes. It's really strong energy, really powerful energy. A lot of healing energy coming through. So allowing the healing energy just to flow. So the power of love. And when we master that part of ourselves where we can be with love, the power of love that wishes to pour through us rather than being caught up in all the love of power stuff, which only comes from fears and insecurities, and have compassion for ourselves. If we have fear and insecurity, you know, that's natural. It's sort of programmed into our biological mechanism, but then not being ruled by your biology, you know, appreciate it, or the inherited genetic line messages. Thank you, got the message, and I'm going to be present and fill myself up with the divine love. Fill my heart, fill my essence. You know, be with the beauty of the beyond and the eternal. You know, we are eternity come into form. Life is like a flash. It flashes by us. It's so ephemeral. And to feel that divine love and to be connected to our own sources of love inside. Often it comes through slowing down and, you know, being that love that we are, and finding the reason to embody it and share from that place, and having compassion for yourself as well when you're not feeling in the loving place. You know, ask the Queen of the Pack to hold you, to find that love again. You know, I've lost the loving feeling. Well, help me find it again. And you know, be with the eternal. There was so much archangelic energy at one point. I was kind of shocked, but that the bliss of that archangelic realm is present, and they are holding us there behind us. It is a difficult time to be embodied in the world right now, and with all that's going on. And there are invisible forces available to you to draw upon and pull through. Feed your heart, be the queen of love, the queen of hearts, be in your space. And it applies to men as well. It's not, you know, male, female, but it's finding the compassion. And if you have responsibilities and you have the ability to impact others, you know, call on the Queen to help you, Queen of the Pack, to be the most harmonious, benevolent, compassionate with your leadership that you can be, and supporting others in this really difficult and challenging time. So please leave me a comment, and if you are interested in knowing more, you can always just sign up to the newsletter below. You know, we're sending it out with copies of this video each week just so that people have it. Some people don't use Facebook, but we'll once in a while we'll put in other tidbits of information and things that we're doing. Okay, so leave me a note if there's anything you observed about Queen of the Pack, or you can write to me privately or go inside the group if you want. I'm kind of having trouble with technology lately, but do comment about how you've experienced the Queen of the Pack and how it touched you. And I think other people can learn from it. You know, we're all going through the same thing, basically. So, you know, any kind of guidance, love, support you got, they did say to me that people need to spend time outside with flowers and flowering plants and just see the blossoms. And that's one way that love is being shared with us. And so when you see a tree or a flower or a bush, or even in the grass, there's little flowers, you know, if you see openings, feel that love of the Queen of the Pack coming through all the blossoming plants right now. Just be with blossoms, anything that's blossoming, and receive the love from it. And that's kind of your homework for the week, to imbibe and enjoy the Queen of the Pack, Ray. All right. Yeah, I love kind of hearing from you guys and the little notes. And sometimes people write to me privately, and I can't always respond to everything because I'm dealing with a lot of family stuff here right now in Florida with my dad. And all is good, all is well. And I'm thinking of you. It's lovely to see some of you regulars here. I can see you. Lots of love and bye for now. And leave me a note or write to me.